Yes, hello everyone. Peace from Africa, peace to the Northeast people, Meghalaya, Shillong, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. So today, guys, I chose to react to Garo people, guys. So the video title is 100 Drum Wangala Festival, the most amazing festival of Garo Hills, guys. So why I choose this, because when I visit Meghalaya, guys, I didn't get chance to go to Garo Hills, and I met a lot of Garo friends, and they really told me that you must experience the Wangala festival. So as a person, or as African who love traveling, guys, I want to get ready not only by experience but also with knowledge. So today we are going to learn much more about the Garo people, their place and their culture and tradition. We will talk much later, guys. I'm so curious to know this and to share with you guys. So without wasting time, guys, let's start.
The entire atmosphere was charged by the rhythmic sound of beating drums as I watched in awe 300 men and women dancing to the beat of 100 drums. I was at Tura in the Garo Hills of Meghalaya, celebrating 100 Drums Wangala festival with the locals. Hello friends, this is Amrita and welcome to our YouTube channel Offbeat Untold, where we usually take you to offbeat places and tell you incredible and untold stories. Today I am going to take you to another exciting place in Northeast India, Tura, the land of the Garo people in Meghalaya, celebrating their annual Wangala festival. Have you been to Meghalaya yet?
Yes,
let us know in comments below.
I have been to
And if you like this video, please give us a like, comment and share. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to encourage us to make more interesting videos like this. Wangala festival is one of the most important festivals of the Garo community in Meghalaya. They have been celebrating Wangala from time immemorial, and the festival has now become the cultural identity of the Garos. Wangala festival is essentially a post-harvest Thanksgiving festival.
What's up, Garo people?
The Garo people pay their gratitude and reverence to Missy Saljong, or the great giver, for having blessed them with a rich harvest for the season. A day ahead of the Wangala, the village chief, known locally as the Nokma, performs a ritual called Rugala. At Rugala, an offering of the first-hand special rice beer, cooked rice and vegetables are offered to the giver. On the next day, the Nokma performs Sasat Soa ceremony, which is marked by burning of incense at the central pillar of his house to mark the beginning of the Wangala festival. So where is Wangala celebrated? Wangala is usually performed in most of the villages of the Garo Hills and also in places where the Garos have migrated, like Assam, Nagaland and Bangladesh. While different Garo villages celebrate this festival, a grand celebration is arranged at Tura. Wangala is a time of festivities. The celebrations are usually held for 3 days. Music and dances are performed all through the day, signifying the end of the harvest season and beginning of winter. Young and old get dressed in their colorful costumes with feathered headgears and dance to the tune of music played on long oval-shaped drums. The third day is usually the most frenzied one. It is the day for the grand performance of 100 Drums Wangala festival. 30 dancers with 10 drummers form a group, and there are 10 such groups. So a total of 300 dancers perform to the rhythm of 100 drummers. And this is something to watch in awe. I was totally enthralled by the performances. Have you seen such a spectacle before? Let us know in comments below. The first 100 Drums Wangala festival was organized in the winter of 1976 at Asanang, about 18 kilometers from Tura. Since then, it is being held every year without fail during the month of November.
This is the way of preservation of the culture, guys. Anyway, I'm stopping here, guys. What I was so interested about was to know about the festival and the Garo culture and tradition. You know what happened when I visit Shillong, guys? Like, okay, I was vlogging and everyone was suggesting me the best festival to experience. So for the Kasi people, they told me to go and to attend the non-creme festival. So I was wearing the same dress that was given to me by my friend May, one of my Kasi friend mom. May gave it. It was a gift, and they gave me this, so I wore it, and yeah, I went to Nongkrem festival. I even met the chief. I took selfie. I made photos with the chief, and I experienced the Kasi Nongkrem festival, and I witnessed it. Their culture just similar to this, but not the same. Just you have to know that Garo and Kasi people, they are so unique and totally different in their culture and tradition, guys. And this is what I love about them, guys. Like, all of them, they do everything unique in their way and for their preservation. Like, you can see how years back this first festival started, and up to now they keep on doing it. And this is really something amazing coming back to the Garo people, especially, guys. You know, before going to Meghalaya or before even watching this video, I was having a lot of misunderstanding about the Garo people. I used to think that Kasi people compared to Garo, like, I used to think Garo people are the Hindus people of Meghalaya when I went to Shillong. But after knowing, watching, and a lot of research, I came to know, because even this festival a bit confused me when I first time I watched this video until I did my own research. This is just like a tribal or the cultural, this is the tradition, but this gave me confusion before knowing much more, before doing my good research for the Garo people. I used to think that they are Hindus, but no, Garo people are not Hindu people, guys. Most of them, they are Christian, and just maybe few you will find them doing other religious or traditional taboo that to preserve their culture. And what made me to think that they were Hindu, you know, I'm a African student. By that time I was in India, staying in Andhra Pradesh, guys. That is a south part of India. So in that particular place of India, Andhra Pradesh, they have one famous Hindu festival. They call it Makar Sankranti. You can search it, Makar Sankranti, guys. This festival actually is similarly having the same history or knowledge, I mean, to Garo people, what they do. Like, okay, speaking of Makar Sankranti, the Andhra or the Hindu festival, mostly Hindu people celebrate this, guys, and popular in Andhra Pradesh. So why they celebrate Makar Sankranti was like a Thanksgiving for the Lord Surya. They have the Hindu Lord Surya, or like basically is the Lord for the sun. So they thanks him for the new for the harvest, basically for the crops growing and other important things. So but this is the significance of it. Similarly to Garo people, why they celebrate this Wangala 100 drum festival, guys, also for the Thanksgiving of Saljong, Mrs. Saljong. Like, she is, I mean, like, she is the Lord of the sun, right? So they are giving the Thanksgiving and the blessing, appreciation of the harvest. So this is a kind of similar, and this is what made me to be a little bit confused. But you just have to know that Garo people are not Hindu people, and they are amazing in their own way. I really love these guys. I can't wait to witness the Wangala festival. 3 days, no, it's okay. I will sacrifice for that, because I already been to Shillong. I experienced more of the Kasi popular festival, Nongkrem festival, the cherry blossom, and other minor festival, guys. So next time if I come Shillong, definitely I have to be straight up to Garo Hills tour, guys. Can't wait. That was really amazing to know much more. Garo people are so amazing, guys. Yeah, that's it. This is what I can say. And in Garo people, they used to say Namengama, guys. So me tell guys, till next time, and let me know what to check next. Thank you.